What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is the show for all the real, not those fake ass wholesalers. You guys already know what's up. Let's say goodbye to the lies and the common delusions of modern day wholesaling and welcome to motherfucking reality. I'm kidding, I always wanted to say that. Yo, shout out to my man Andy Frisella for just having an amazing show. Just wanted to like throw my little spin on it. But guys, welcome to part 3 of the overcoming seller objections challenge type thing that we're doing. And so here at our channel, guys, I'll be honest with you, most of these videos we come up with on the spot. However, I really wanted to go over this because I thought it was extremely important that people that are cold calling, especially in the real estate industry, are actually doing the things that they need to be doing in their business and saying the things that they need to be saying to overcome objections. Guys, when you start learning how to overcome objections, you start learning how to literally just like solve problems. And that's what we do. That's how we get paid. We get paid to solve problems. And so for a lot of you guys that are in this business, getting off of the ground, most of you guys are just super scared to just get on the phone and start cold calling. And so we're going to highlight multiple objections on every single video that you're going to receive as you get on the phones and as you try to plow through those calls so that you can get those properties under contract, and that way you can become better at doing it. Guys, I tell everybody that watches this channel, a lot of y'all don't fully realize this, but the better that you get at improvising in the moment and overcoming objections to a point where it becomes muscle memory, then you can literally deliver overcoming after every objection that you're literally getting hit with. So I want y'all to know this, right? It doesn't happen overnight, but sales is a skill set, meaning that you will pick it up and you will get better at it. So as always, guys, this is the third part of a 2-part series of a 20-part series, and this is video number 3. So I highly recommend that you watch video number 1 and video number 2. Before you watch this video, I'm going to go ahead and link the place where you can find those videos in the description, and I'll see you guys after the intro. Let's get it.
You see the leaves fall off, you thought the family tree would die, but these roots run deep below ground zero, that's the vibes. This never dies. No one knows how this all started, they just see us flex online. You play chess, we built the chessboard, every move you make is mine. And I know that's hard to hear, but that's what got us here. I got too much paper in my phone, that's facts, they just can't leave me.
Alright guys, welcome back. Make sure that you like, you subscribe, and you share. That's all I ask. You guys know that I ask nothing of anybody who gets value from this channel. Just pay the fee, like it, subscribe, and share. Put this out to as many people as you can. Tell your virtual assistants about this, your acquisitions team about this. I want everybody to get this knowledge. So this one is an objection that I get all of the time. Today we're going to be covering 3. Last episode we did 5. But because my guy here that's filming this thing's on a time frame, I got to make sure that we're able to slam all of this in to this little 5-6 minute video that we're going to be going over. And so objection number 1, this one is huge, all right? And I want to go over this with you guys. This one's huge. How many of you guys have let a lead go because the person said that you got the wrong number? This happens more often than it should. You guys know when you upload it to a skip tracing platform, that thing's gonna dish out anywhere between 5 to 10 phone numbers, right? But you're gonna have about 8 wrong numbers before you get to the correct number. What do you guys do with that data? So a lot of times this is an objection that you get. You can classify this however you want. I call this an objection. I cannot tell you how many deals we've been able to get under contract because we decided to maximize our data. If you paid for it and you got somebody on the phone, that is data that you can use in your business. So understand this, if you paid for skip tracing and you were given 10 phone numbers, that is still 10 opportunities to put a property under contract. So when somebody tells me this objection, they say, I'm sorry, you have the wrong number. I always say, okay, this is how you address the wrong numbers, and you can potentially turn the data from the wrong numbers into checks for your business, cash for your business. This works every single time. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, look, somehow your property was, I'm sorry, somehow your phone number was attached to the property that we were inquiring about. I understand that I got the wrong phone number, but I would love the opportunity to make you an offer on your property instead. Boom, immediately opened up the door for another conversation. Just because they said that you had the wrong number does not mean that you can still convert. If they say, well, no, I'm actually fine where I live, I don't think I'm gonna sell anytime soon, you hit them with this. No matter what, you milk every single opportunity, okay? I say, well, look, I get it. You don't want an offer on your property, but I'll tell you what, I have a referral program. If you show someone my number, or you give my number out to another client and I buy that property and I close on it, I will pay you anywhere between $500 and $1,000. Guys, put this into perspective. In this business, you're making anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 per wholesale deal that you do, right? So if you know that you're gonna make that amount of money as you're doing your business, then what is it to you to create word of mouth marketing and possibly get a referral to your business? You're spending that money on marketing anyway. You see what I'm saying? So that right there, even if you got the wrong phone number, that is a solid opportunity to be able to turn that person into another deal or a bird dog opportunity. So remember that, okay? Add that to your arsenal. If anybody ever says that you got the wrong phone number, the way that you overcome that objection is by either turning them into a bird dog or making them an offer on their property. So that right there is objection number one. Objection number two, this one right here is extremely important. I have other investors who are interested in my house. Guys, this one is so huge. This one is extremely huge. How many of y'all have ever made an offer on a property? If you have, drop a comment in the comment section below. I would love to address your situation in a future video. However, how many of you guys have had that happen where other investors were interested in that person's house? You know, it's one thing if they're in contract with someone else. That's an entirely different dilemma, which I addressed in video number 2. I'm gonna ping video number 2 above my head. For all of you guys that are watching this, make sure you click this little thing above my head, watch this video, and I literally went over how you can address if something like that were to happen if they're in contract with someone else. And so guys, this one is a multiple offer situation. You cannot close deals by trying to prove that you are better than any other person that is wholesaling real estate right now. This happens all the time. I cannot tell you. A lot of people that just shoot, well, okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'll offer you more money than that person, or we'll go above and beyond more than that person will. When you start doing that, you're trying to convince that person that you're the person that they should do business with. You're taking away their decision-making ability on deciding on whether or not you are the greater product for them. We talk about this in previous videos, right? We say people, place, price, product, promotion, process. Those are the 6 dials to a solid sales system. But for you guys to be able to do this correctly, you have to be able to arm your client with arsenal to fight off your competition. I want you to do the vetting, not the seller. Not you, but I want the seller to do the vetting. So if I'm gonna be put in a situation where I'm literally gonna be against other investors, other wholesalers making offers on properties, I never wanna prove while I'm better. I simply want to establish that I am a player in the business. So guys, I always do this, right? We have a questionnaire form that we give our clients, and our questionnaire form is very straightforward. It's a buyer questionnaire form. It asks, okay, so how much money am I gonna get at close? Are you a realtor or are you a wholesaler or an investor? Can you tell me what my property is worth? Can you tell me how much I'm gonna walk away with after I sign, right? How much earnest money are you gonna put up? I tell my seller, I was like, look, I don't want you to, I'm not here to prove myself to compare to anybody, but I'll tell you what, here's my card, here's my contract. I'd like for you to at least be able to review these things. In there, you'll find my credibility kit. Everybody that's watching this video should have a credibility kit. If you don't, get one from your mentor. It's a list of houses that I've bought, Rolodex of people that I've worked with, my attorney, my escrow officer, my title company. On top of that, there's a questionnaire form in there. I want you to ask these questions to my competition. If you feel that they are stumbling over their words or they're not fully confident when you ask them these questions, I'm gonna let you know right now, Mr. Seller, you don't have serious buyers that are looking at your property. I'm willing to buy your property at X price, and I'm willing to put up X amount of earnest money, and I can close in X amount of time. You see what I'm saying? So guys, you don't prove yourself wrong, you give the seller the arsenal to fight off your competitors. And that, my friends, is how you deal with this type of situation. You say, Mr. Seller, I'll tell you what, I have all this information, I'm gonna give it to you, I want you to make a conscious decision. All I ask is, and I don't know the psychology behind this, but it works every fucking time, you make me the last person that you call before a final decision is made. You say a final decision is made. You say to be the first person, too much urgency. Makes it seem like you're trying to get the deal. I always say last person. Call everybody else before you call me. Okay? So that's how I overcome objection number 2. So guys, this is the third one right here. This is insane. I get this one a lot. I'm not just going to give my house away. Guys, everybody's always assuming that the moment that you get into this, okay, let me back up for a second. I'm not just going to give my house away. That right there is an objection that you can literally cut right from the beginning before you start this process. This is part of the rapport at the beginning of the conversation. The first thing, guys, where a lot of people mess up with this is they say the word investor. Granted, most of us are real estate investors. Some of us are wholesaling. However, I wanted to go over this with you guys specifically because this is extremely important. If you use the word investor when you're cold calling, immediately the seller is going to think lowballer. If you're investing in something, half the time it means that I'm buying it below market value. Guys, people don't want below market value, they want fair market value. So the way that you nick this objection in the ass is by getting rid of it before it even starts. So that's when you're literally getting on the phone and you're opening up the conversation. You say it like this: hey, how you doing, Mr. Seller? Look, my name's Quentin Flores. I'm a local home buyer. Notice how I didn't say investor. I'm a local home buyer in your area, and I would love the opportunity to make you an offer on your property, a fair market offer on your property. Do you have some time to talk with me right now? It'll only be about 3 minutes and I can do the whole thing over my computer. You see that? It's a lot different than when you say I'm a local cash buyer investor and I'm trying to make you an offer on your property. However, due to the market, I have to buy it at a specific criteria. The seller doesn't care about any of those things, guys. The seller is going to care about 3 things. Number 1 is the amount of money that they make. Number 2 is the service that you provide. And number 3 is the impression that you leave on them when you walk out of their house or you hang up on the phone. Guys, this is such an important thing. Because if you make it all about the offer, that is where you fail. So when someone says, I'm not just going to give my house away, at that moment, I go ahead and I lead with service. I say, look, man, honestly, we do a lot more than just buy properties. I don't expect for you to just give your house away. As a matter of fact, I would love the opportunity to make you a fair offer on your property. My company can pay cash. We can close within 7 days. I'm willing to put up earnest money. I'll put my money where my mouth is. So if you got at least 2 minutes, I will go over this on the phone with you, okay? So Mr. Seller, look, I want to make you an offer. I want to make sure that it's fair. If I were to give you $20,000 to fix up that house right now, what would be the first things that you would fix up? Drive the conversation away from the I'm not just going to give away my house. You see, if they're stuck in that negative mentality, then you're never going to get anywhere. So, guys, those are 3 objections that I really wanted to cover that some of you guys asked me for on my last video. I want y'all to continue to drop objections that you're always getting. If a seller's wanting retail, if your offer's too low, if they say they want to sleep on it, if they say, did you see a for sale sign outside of my house? I cannot tell you how many of these we get at our office. I have a list of over 300 seller objections in front of me, and I want more. I want to be able to help you guys out with this video series that I'm doing. So, guys, lead with service, make an impression. Those 2 things are what's going to get your contract accepted. I'll see you guys on the next video. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. I'll see y'all later.